Welcome back to GamersGoMakers. I keep forgetting the name. It's a funky name for a game, it really is. But yeah, I suppose it fits. Okay, so we got access to management simulation. Yes, please. Shall we call it Hospital Daikun. There we go. Hospital Daikun. Let's go with that. Select a platform for your game. That will probably help, won't it? Let's go for the PC. There we go. And yep, that's fine. And now we have access to no, we don't have access. Oh, I forgot to research it. Bollocks. Oh well. No big deal. Gameplay, graphics, sound, needs a good UI. Suppose level design. Yeah, we'll go with the AI as well. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely, I think. Let's hope it does nicely. Wow, 1,100 units on Fengferth already. That is pretty epic. It's probably our best game up to yet, even though it's got a really low score. It's because there's nothing else like it on the market yet, which is really nice. Choose a story. Well, we kind of want... This is a management game, yeah? Medical, there we go. I was going to say then, where's the study medical one? That's kind of the most obvious one. We should probably think about start translating, but again, it's too expensive at the moment to worry about that sort of stuff. Mature. Let's keep it mature. I don't think we've come across a game being banned yet in certain countries, but I have a feeling it will soon. Very soon. Wouldn't be surprised. Well, when paying monies, stop paying monies. Give me all your monies. Okay, we're going to 50k. That's handy. 51, 52, 53, 54. It's getting there. It's creeping there very slowly, but surely. I think once we get our first employee, then we're gonna start rocking the boat. I think we're gonna be able to make a lot more better quality games, and it's gonna reflect on the reviews, and obviously it's gonna reflect on sales. I mean, look at that! It's only the second month, and it's already sold 3,500. It's easily the best game we've made so far. The best-selling game, anyway. It's not the best game, but I think it's one of the worst actually. But you know, it's working. Oh yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with the dice. So I'm really happy about that. The video game industry is growing. More and more competitors show up in the global video games market. They're all rivals to your little company. They all give their best, and they all release lots of games that take a big share of the growing games economy. From now on, every month, the best game will receive a reward for the best video game. Okay. So obviously, if you get one of those awards, it's gonna pay off, but it's very difficult to get, especially at this early stage of the game. The competition's fairly fierce. Okay, got a bit of experience here and there. $19 for a simulation, and there's actually 2 similar games on the market, and it's also going more expensive to make magazine ads. Soon, magazine ads will actually be completely obsolete. So that's just something to bear in mind. Fantastic comes with another not bad simulation game. That's only at 46%. Jesus Christ. Pleasing to ears, well, the sound's great apparently, even though... Did I actually put more into the graphics, didn't I, the sound? Really weird sometimes. Maybe I'm just not that good with graphics. It probably is the case. Now, as you can see, Fengferth sold nearly 4,000 units with 63k. Since your last game was in this genre, your fans had high expectations. Now, if I remember correctly, I haven't made an RPG game yet. So, what the fuck? I think that might be a bug by the look of it. That's a shame. This is what I mean, but it just doesn't feel that polished as it should be. Now, don't get me wrong, the devs have mentioned on the Steam forums that there is going to be a bug bash soon. So just bear that in mind. So some of these problems that I'm having will probably be fixed, or at least mainly fixed. So yeah, we can focus on sequels. That's not exactly a great idea at the moment because we haven't really got a game to sequel yet, a decent game to go off as a sequel. Except for maybe Fengferth. But again, I think that was a fluke that we sold that many, to be quite fair. So yeah, creating a sequel is a lot less risky. I don't know. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. It doesn't feel like it sometimes. Obviously, IPs and whatnot. Okay. We actually sold 3,000 units. That's not too bad, considering. That's not too bad at all. The fans help. The fans really do help with this. Even though I've only got 143, it does help because they tend to buy the game anyway. Learn how to create fantastic worlds your players can believe in. World design. That's going to affect our projects even more now. Now we've got 60%. I'm actually going to have a look at the offices. Now we can move into a bigger office. It's going to have more running costs. 3,000 running cost compared to 2,000 running cost. Shall we, shan't we? Shall we, shan't we? Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to save here because this might go absolutely tits up. But you know what? We need to do something. We need to do something. So we're going to go and grab this 3-room one. Okay. Now we need to equip the room first. So there's a few ways you can. I don't like this interface very much, but what you can do is you can go over here and you can select which room you like. Yeah. You can also use the mouse to do this and flick it over. Yeah. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Or you can use the. Well, you should be able to use the arrow keys. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. It's a bit buggy, as one might expect. Anyway, it's an empty room, so I need to equip it now. Now, oh my god, we're fucked. I actually forgot how much it costs. 250 grand. Bollocks. We do not have that much. We need to get a good. Whoa, okay, we've got access to casual and educational games now. Is there a particular trend at the moment? There's no significant trend. There's a very strong trend for rally games, but yeah, okay, rally games. Let's go with an action. There should be another driving one somewhere. There's a racing simulation. Do you know what? Let's go with the racing simulation. We'll make a rally game. Try and get people to buy it. Okay. So we've got a racing game. What we're going to call it? Well, we called the last one Granny Turismo. Sorry. So what we're going to call this one? About Ledge Racer. There we go. Ledge Racer. There we go. You have already done a simulation racing game. I know. Okay, gameplay, graphics, sound. I don't think we need decent AI. I could be wrong though. Actually, we do. Oh, it does actually tell you. That's helpful. Racing game obviously needs decent sound. Apparently, it needs decent graphics. It needs decent game engine. Holy shit! The racing game needs fucking everything. It needs a good UI. What? Seriously? That's all my points there already. Fuck me. Apparently it doesn't need good level design, which is weird. No world design. No sound design. So that's lucky then, I guess, isn't it? Wow, that's already used up all my points, just that. And it only did 45%, so I mean... I didn't know you could do that. Now that's helpful. So, graphics and gameplay. Okay, so I'm actually going to knock one off the AI and one off the UI. I'm going to go with graphics and gameplay. There we go. Now that's more helpful. See, I love how the game does display the information. I really do. So much stuff you can go by, but you know. Oh, what was the trend? Rally? There we go. Got it. No, we're not going to spend 50k on the story. You can fuck that. But we are going to spend 4k. There we go. Tons of violence. Actually, you know what? I'm actually not going to... I'm going to make this a team game. Actually, I'm going to make it an everyone game. There we go. At least all the kiddies can play it as well. You know. Without looking at boobs or being shown violence or blood and gore and not much swearing. Hospital Daikun is off the market. It made a profit of 37k, which is not a lot. 98% again, Jesus. Okay. So at this point, we're just praying that this makes it. I hope it does. And yeah, now we've got extra running costs on accident. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. I don't even think you can go back to the one room thing either. I don't think you can. So that was my fault entirely. If this game gets big, which I'm hoping it will, since we've now got a better idea of what a simulation racing game needs, and it's with the right topic, then maybe we could get lucky. We could strike it rich here. But we're just praying at this point. Okay, well, we don't want a gun. I'm sure there's a racing. I'm sure there's a couple of cars. Should be a couple of cars back here. I'm sure there is. There we go. Yeah, that's it. That one will do. Come on, come on. Ogre Studios won the Game of the Month award for its action shoot 'em up game Sniper. Now, of course, you can't apply for every single game of the month. That's a bit obvious because obviously it takes more than a month to make a game. But yeah. Oh, okay. AI. Oh, we got a lot of choice here. I think I'm gonna focus on graphics, although obviously AI would probably be another decent choice. What's my thingy as well? Oh, come on, please don't do that. Oh God, please let me have a look, you bastards. Okay, this is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about. I can't see my damn other stats that I might wanna try and put in. Annoying. AI or graphics? You know what? Screw it. AI. Right. Racing game. There's only one similar game on the market. Let's have magazine ads. Please give me a good review for this. Please give me a good review for this. Wow. Normally when I say that, that's usually a bad sign. Another mediocre simulation racing game. Apparently the AI and UI was bad. Shit. Stone dumb AI. Well, at least we've got a bit more AI knowledge now, so hopefully the next one won't be so bad, but Jesus Christ. That is terribly bad. I mean, it's nearly a week in and it's not even done 200 units. That's terrible. Man, that pisses me off so much. Okay, well, I've got two separate saves. I suppose that's a good thing, I guess, for now. But which one's the? That's the oldest one. So let's just save over the oldest one for now. Okay, that's a good thing anyway because it might bug out, and I don't really want that to happen, do I? Okay. Oh, apparently we can now find a publishing contract, even though we haven't got the employees through. That's hilarious. Now, this is what the thing you gotta watch out for with these publishing contracts, especially if you do what I did the first time and press the red arrow. You'll notice that there's a due date for these, yeah? Now, the first time I ever done this, I actually went over the red arrow. I noticed this was what I wanted to do. I accepted it, realising the due date was basically in like 3 or 4 months. And obviously with the bigger studio, it's going to take a longer time to make games. I didn't make it in time, and because of that, I actually ended up not only not getting the well, not getting the money, I also ended up with, when the game was released, I never got any money from it anyway. So, yeah, that's the problem. So, there's an action shoot up there, but you need to be careful rating. If you've got a lower rating than what the publishers expect, then you'll actually get like only 25% of the contract. So you have to bear that in mind. So try and pick one that's got a low one. Maybe this casual might not be a bad idea. That's actually going to give me a lot of time as well to get that one sorted. Unfortunately, it's not a very big salary. I mean, 350 is quite big though. Don't get me wrong. 350 is quite a big salary if you can meet it. This is why the publishing deals are actually really good. There's actually an action hack and slash for the PC. Oh yes, actually, I think we'll go for that one. 570k, that's enough to be able to buy a new room and to hire. Yes, let's do that. Okay, so we're going to focus entirely on this now. So, we'll do the contract. So we click the contract. As you can see, the game is going to be called, well, we did Diablo. So what's the next one we should do? It's about Twitchlight. There we go, let's do Twitchlight. Let's see if we can do this game justice. I do like the Twitchlight series. I really do. But as you can see, this one didn't do very well. And what was the problem with it? Gameplay and graphics. Okay, so we're going to focus more on the gameplay, focus more on the graphics. Do I need AI for this? Nope. UI. Action hack and slash. Nope. I might knock the scripting off a little bit, and maybe even the UI. I don't necessarily need those. That is needed for the hack and slash. Yes. How about world design? World design is not needed for hack and slash. That's interesting. No content design. Sound design is though. So sound's probably important for hack and slash. Yes. AI wasn't important. What about game engine? Yeah, game engine's important as well. I've got one more point left. Yes, I'm happy with that. Let's go with that. If this doesn't make it big, if this doesn't fulfill the contract, I'm going to be a wee bit pissed off, because we've got some good stuff here. Now, what's it going to be? Now, again, it's more fancy, but I suppose it's more of a steam. Is it steampunky? Cyberpunk. I'll tell you what, let's go for cartoon. It is cartoony kind of games. Let's go with that. It doesn't have to have a lot of violence. Maybe if we keep it to teens, that'll be ideal. After all, it is a hack and slash game. It's still, you know, it's still quite brutal. Maybe making a oh, the publisher will take care of the translation. That's great. Now, the big difference between doing a publishing contract to making the game is that you get, I don't think you actually get any of the profits for the game at all. All you get is obviously the lump sum for doing it. Obviously, in our case, that's better, because at the end of the day, we're not really selling many units. Even if we only get the 25%, that is still going to give us more money to work around with, which is what we need now. It's just a shame it didn't come up sooner, but you had to add the 3 rooms, I guess, so that's just it. At least we're definitely going to make the date, because there's only me working on it, so it's got to be a small game. So that's great. That's absolutely superb. There's a new research available for patch. Now, I think at this point of the game, on my previous save, the bear in mind I was playing easy as well, so, you know, you start off with a lot more money. It's a lot easier to get stuff going. I did actually have both the, oh god, things being a dum-dum. I had both the design office and development office with an employee in both, which really helped. It really does help. Do you know what? I'm going to keep it at that. Twitchlight. Keep the case like that. Today, Nintendo, oh dear, released a new platform, the NES. Okie dokie. Don't forget, we're still in the 1980s, so there's going to be all these badass consoles that were out back then. Absolutely golden. I never actually owned a NES or SNES. I was more the Mega Drive and Mega Drive 2. Holy shit, people wanted more violence for the Ledge Racer. But again, I wanted it for everyone, so, you know, it's to be expected, I guess. Okay, so far so good. We've actually got a nice bit of experience from all that. That's superb. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Rock on, give me that. No, no. I think I might have just failed that. I can't remember if it was 62 or 63. I don't know. Please. No, you fucking. At least we've got a lot more money. Look at that now. I've got 147k. That is much better. I'd still much rather do these than just try and sell it separately because they're not going to sell. Right, we're going to do some more training now so as we can actually get better at making games. Would make sense, wouldn't it? Can't believe that though, man. At least it's selling units. I mean, I suppose if I did that myself, it wouldn't be so bad, but I probably wouldn't have got nowhere near the amount of money for it. So, we'll just have to see. Right, let's train more. Basically get all this training out of the way. Now we've got the money, we might as well get all this training out of the way. So, yeah. Running costs apparently are now 4k rather than the working environment. That's weird. Hey, producing. Wow, we've got quite a bit of producing there. That's really helpful. We've actually got a research there as well. I'm not too sure what that research is, but we'll check. Oh, it's the patch, isn't it? That's still useful because if you actually patch your game after it's been released, then you will actually get a lot more sales from patching the game because obviously consumers know that you care for the game. So, you know, you actually got a passion for it, so they'll be more likely to actually buy it, which, you know, does make sense. We've actually got quite a lot of research to research, as they say. So, oops. I'm sorry if that's really loud as well. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that because the way the game is. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but it does. So yeah, I need another coffee. I think I'm doing kind of a marathon of recording. So obviously, if people are commenting on the YouTube channel and saying, "Oh, you should," I'm not going to be able to read it because of it. Well, I can read it obviously, but it's not going to matter because I'm doing a big, massive marathon on this. I probably should have just streamed it. I should have probably streamed it. Would have been better. And I really wished I'd streamed it now, but nonetheless, it doesn't quite matter. Doesn't really matter. Oh, speaking of streaming. I don't know if you guys have heard, but the same ID content thing that YouTube have is now working on Twitch, and apparently a lot of people have had their, well, basically what this content ID does is it flags any copyrighted music material, audio material, and if it gets flagged, then even if it's only just like 5 seconds of a song or something like that, then it will actually mute from that particular point for 30 minutes. That's a long time. That is an extremely long time for what could be something as simple as your mobile phone going off with music in the background. It's a bit silly. It really is. I mean, I've always at the end of the day, you know, it's expected. You know, you shouldn't really be using copyrighted material on your channel unless you've got, you know, unless you've got the thingies, you know, unless you've got the rights to do it. But nonetheless, for something 5 seconds, that's stupid. It's absolutely fucking stupid. It's too strict. Way too strict. Anyway, it's also easily abused, which I don't like. Now, I think we're going to go with a publishing deal this time. I don't know if was there any more research? No. Let's go for another publishing deal. Let's see if we can make a decent one. There's actually a casual game here for 70%. I want something lower. Here we go. Action fighting game for the PC. 63% rating. I'm okay with trying to do that. The contract penalty is 120. So that's not too bad. We'll go with that. We've got plenty of time to make it as well. So we're going to start a new project. I should probably play it. Nonetheless. Action fighting game. So, let's say Shitnobi. There we go. Shitnobi. Let's go with that. And yes, let's unpause. Yeah, let's unpause. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's not going to let me unpause. Okay. We haven't actually made an action fighting game yet, so this is going to be interesting to try and work this out. AI, we probably don't need a UI. Do you need level design? Probably not content design, although I don't know. Probably not, actually. World design? Probably not. Sound design? Probably. And in fact, I might go even further and go with the graphics and sound on this. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's unpause. Oh no, it's unpaused itself. That's good. So I'm really hoping that this one's going to be the one. That's what I've been saying about all of them so far. I'm really hoping that it's going to be the one. But I am actually hoping it's going to be the one. Shinobi, so that's Samurai. Let's go with that. We'll go with I think we'll go with a 10k story budget. No, 5k story budget. This is going to be for a mature audience, I feel. So let's go with that. Shinobi. Where do I come with these names? I don't know. But they sound great, don't they? Ah, dear, dear, dear. It seems to be taking longer to make games as well. Obviously, because we've got more experience of it, so it's obviously going to take us longer to actually get more content into the game now, which makes sense, you know. Just because you're better at being able to do it doesn't mean it's going to take. It's going to take the same amount of time, does it? No, of course not. So what we got? There's a light trend for Baroque games coming up. Baroque. I actually remember a game called Baroque. That was pretty cool. I think that was the first roguelike game that come out for the Wii back in the day. It was a pretty good game. Pretty good game. I enjoyed it. Very weird gameplay style though. It actually forced you to die quite a lot, which was pretty unique because obviously roguelikes, once you die, that's it. And probably the main thing about roguelikes is you don't want to die. You want to try and survive because obviously otherwise you get to start again and whatnot. But with Baroque, it was the opposite. You was meant to die and come back and keep doing it to advance the story and such. Really weird game. Anyway, we'll go with that. I'll go with the case design. I'm not really that fussed about the game, the case design these days. So let's just not really bother too much about that. If anything, I'll just randomise it and we'll go with it. The sparkling dices. I think that's. I'm sure it's supposed to be dice. I could be wrong. Well, actually, proper English. I suppose that's dices. Americans dies. I think it might even be the other way around. I'm not too sure how that is supposed to be pronounced, but yeah, whatever. How it's supposed to be. Whatever. Right. What should we focus on? We've got AI, level design, which actually we've got pretty decent amount of level design, and sound design. I don't know. I can't see our sound design. That's the problem. I'll go with the AI again, I think, because well, we need more AI. Simple. Let's see how this goes. Comes up with another not half bad action game. Wow, okay. Are you shitting me? Not one red one there, and it's saying I did shit. It's fucking George McFly that's reviewing it, that's why. Bollocks. Again, I only give a little bit of the fee. Not happy about that. Let's do some research. Wow, we've got a lot of research to do. It actually costs quite a bit as well. But let's get it done. And let's just see how it goes. I think I'm going to stick a cut in here as well. So I'm going to stick a cut in here. I'm going to finish researching these and then we'll crack on with another publishing contract. So I'll see you next time, guys.